Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Talking Movies with D, and that's me. Today we're going to review another Oscar-nominated movie, which I believe has four nominations: one for Best Actress and one Best Director and Best Film. So this one's getting a lot of attention, and the movie's called Room. Room is based off of a book in which we follow a woman who was abducted at the age of 17, who was stuck living in this room, and she's been living there so long she actually had a kid, and the story picks up where on his fifth birthday. Um, this is a very difficult subject, and it definitely is a movie that definitely rested with me because and it has a good timing because I have a few people that I went to school with. They just did a film called 8 Days that's about sex trafficking, and it's not exactly the same, but a kid being abducted, instead of them being put in a sex traffic, it's being used for their own personal gain, and that's a very important subject because if I have a lot of nieces and nephews, I have a goddaughter, and that's a kind of a scary thing. So this is a film I think is a good one to see, but very difficult subject, and it was really going to make you think. So let me get to my negatives. And to be honest, I struggled make get negatives for this movie. And so the only negative I have is that the film takes place for majority of the time in one location, and during that time, you're really just watching them live and deal with the situation, and it's not a lot going on, so it could be kind of boring or tedious because it's going through their day to day. But that's still a negative I have. I really couldn't think of another negative for this movie. Uh, so I'm going to go to my positives. Positives are great acting. Brie Larson definitely deserves a nomination for an Oscar, and Jacob Tremblay, who's the little kid, I think he's 9 now. He definitely deserves the accolades he's getting. He wasn't nominated for an Oscar. I think he is nominated for a Golden Globe or something like that. And it was for supporting actor, which I get why they did supporting actor because he had a better chance of getting supporting actor because the actor nominations are so stacked. But this kid is good. He's really good, and he wasn't. He really wasn't a supporting actor. I think the story was about him. I mean, his mom, his Brie Larson, is one of the main focuses, but you follow him more than you follow her, in my opinion. I believe he has more screen time than her, and she was nominated for lead actress. But going back to Brie Larson, she was incredible. She had to range from being a mom who's not only been captive for 5 or I think it's 6 years. She was taken when she was 17, and she's been stuck in this shed, this one room for 6 years, and she can't get out because they have the padlock locked and everything. And then not only does she have to deal with that herself, she has to make it seem like everything's okay so her son can be okay. And then when they finally get out and deal with all that, I mean, she ranges from you know, seeming like everything's okay to as low as you can go. And that range was definitely great in the film, and you can definitely feel for her and feel her emotions of her character. And same thing with Jacob Tremblay. Him as the kid was so cute and it was so cool because with the little bit that he had, and this has a lot to do with what his mom did, and it definitely make you feel for a lot of moms who definitely, or parents, period, who do this. Is they'll take a situation and it'll be a bad situation, but so that kids don't see it, they'll flip it and make it for them. And for this particular situation, the little kid that Jacob plays, he only knows this room, this small little room, and because of it, he has this vivid imagination. He thinks a bunch of things that are real to us are fake because he only sees them on TV, and then him and his mom having to deal with it afterwards, after he's being introduced to all these new things, how he deals with it and how he copes. And I think both Brie Larson and Jacob did a great job at just capturing that. And I mean, that's all you can ask for from your actors. To go with another positive is the it shows the whole story. We don't technically see Brie Larson get taken because they tell us about it later in the film because we pick up on on Jacob's birthday, but on fifth birthday, but it doesn't just go from they're stuck in here. This is their life. They get out and then that's it, or they get out try to get a little acclimated and that's it. They really just follow that birthday until until the end. Really, they follow it in it gives you a good range of what could possibly happen and what somebody that this happened to could actually go through. So I like that they did that instead of cutting it short or anything like that. I can't really compare it to the book. From what I heard, it was greatly adapted. I think that's one of the things it's nominated for is adaptive screenplay. Um, and my final positive is that the movie is very engaging. Like I said, for the most part, I think it takes place in 4 different places, and most of it is in this one room, and it's engaging the whole time. Granted, you're just watching them live and deal with their life the way that it's come to them, but it definitely has you hooked the entire time that you're watching it, and you're very interested and invested in these characters. And with it basically being the focus on 2 characters, and maybe I think altogether there's maybe 7, 8 cast members. To be able to hold your attention with such a small cast is a big deal. So with that being said, I definitely would recommend this movie. I definitely believe this movie deserves to be nominated and all the accolades it's getting. My score, personally, I would give it a 9.3. It's weird to say that because I had less negatives than I have for other movies, but I wouldn't put it higher than those other movies, and I'm not sure why. As much as I liked it, I'm not sure why I wouldn't put it over the other movies. But it was a great movie. I'm sure some people it's going to be their favorite movie of the year and stuff like that. But it wouldn't make. I don't know if it'll make my top 10. I have to think about that one more. I wish I saw these before I did my top 10. Then it'd be, I'd have more thought about it. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure, please, to comment below. Tell me if you saw Room, what you think about it. Just comment below. I'll make sure to keep the convo going. You can also follow me on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all at dwood2324. And make sure to also subscribe to the link on YouTube, Talking Movies with D, or at dwood2324. Click the like button. And also go check out my other reviews. I have Ride Along, I did Spotlight, I did Kung Fu Panda 3. I have a couple of Oscar discussions as well as this one, and I'm gonna have another more reviews coming as the weeks progress, especially on ones on the Oscars. And I'm also gonna do my Oscar predictions when it comes closer to the Oscars and I've seen all the movies. So please keep a lookout for that stuff. And thank you guys for watching. Deuces.